welcome to Do It Like a Dancer. My name is Gillian Rhodes. I haven't posted a video in a long time because I recently moved to Dubai and it is busy as all you know what. Hopefully at some point I can get back to doing some videos for you guys, but space is an issue and time is an issue. But there's lots and lots to look on my channel, so don't worry about that. Anyway, I want to talk about what is the deal with contemporary dance. Okay, what I really mean is we really need a new term for the dance that is being created now, these days, which is called contemporary dance, okay? Contemporary dance has been around since the 70s, okay? Modern dance is basically, like 20s to the 60s. Contemporary dance has been around since like the 60s because the moment when Merce Cunningham was starting to create work, if you know your dance history, okay, and was a shift away from the Graham world and started to get into the, I guess you would call it, now we would call it the postmodernism. But postmodernism, okay, there's Cunningham, but then there's also Yvonne Rainer, which has nothing to do with anything, right? Like they're complete opposites, and yet they're both postmodernists. How does that make sense? But anyway, then contemporary, but like what we know is contemporary, like, okay, so let me explain. I learned ballet, I learned modern, which generally means Graham. I learned Graham technique. I've learned Cunningham technique, Limon technique, and a lot of releasing technique. These are all technically contemporary techniques, except for Graham, that's modern. I've been to some contemporary classes here in Dubai, and I see contemporary on, various YouTube things and this, or people send me contemporary, and that's like, contemporary now means sort of generic expressive dance, and it could be something that has some influence from these techniques, and it could not. It could be something which is a little bit of gymnastics and jazz, and that's called contemporary. Don't get me started on commercial. We're not talking about that right now. But like contemporary, so I feel like there's a problem in the dance world. Like, what actually are we talking about? What is contemporary? And maybe we need to like actually split this apart so that contemporary, when we say contemporary now, or what we mean, we say expressive dance, right? Or expressive gymnastics. Because honestly, that's a lot of what contemporary is these days. It's like gymnastics. How high can you jump? How fast can you spin? It's very acrobatic. It's very balletic, by the way. And it's like a little bit of ballet with some turned in legs, which is like balancing basically. So we're back to balancing, and that's modern ballet. Anyway, so we could say like expressive dance, or interpretive, or something else, because like right now when you say contemporary, generally speaking, people have no idea what you mean. They're like, oh yeah, what I see on So You Think You Can Dance, and I'm like, that's not what I do. But like it can mean so many different things, and we need to actually figure this out because it's confusing. People are confused, clients are confused, choreographers are confused, and probably dancers are confused. But I don't know, maybe they don't even know what different styles are. Anyway, this is a bit of a rant. I could go on for a long time about this, but like maybe we need to like put these the technical contemporary styles like Limon, Cunningham, releasing Horton, like they should be in maybe like postmodern. They can all be in postmodern in a little box. Contemporary dance is, I still think it needs to be separated into some chunks and categories, because like, for example, there's like Damien Jallet, who is super famous, and he's making contemporary dance, but it's like has nothing to do with the So You Think You Can Dance style. It's like super evocative. It's very visual imagery. It's very design. I would like label that like design dance, like dance as design, like graphic design dance, and then there's the So You Think You Can Dance, which is like slightly expressive jazz. like musical theater. It's like, yeah, it's like musical theater dance. And then there's, you know, other contemporary, which is like exploratory, exploratory dance. So I feel like we really need to sort this out, and instead of just labeling everything as contemporary, because it's not. Yes, it all is contemporary. Everything we're doing right now is contemporary because it's happening right now. But like, we need to sort ourselves out. Come on, dance world, let's do this. You know what to do for the YouTube stuff. See you next time. Bye bye.